Hello. It's been a while since I've recorded anything. Sorry about the glare. Anyway, uh, gosh. So it's been about maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks since I actually recorded anything to post here. Scott's actually coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna, I don't know, see what kind of work we're supposed to do together. I'm pretty excited. I hope it all works out for us to meet up. And what do I want to share? Okay, so something funny just happened and I wanted to share it with you. So, I've been feeling all kinds of energy today. My husband is out of town for the day. And sometimes when that happens, I get more visitors. And I've just kind of not been in the mood, but I'm trying to not be concerned about who it is because I am meeting with Scott tomorrow. And of course, it makes me have some concern that somebody may show up who I've set some very clear boundaries with. So, anyway, but this is the funny thing. So, I think I talked about when I've been asking to get help clearing energies from my house or my own energy body, that I ask Archangel Michael to come in. And anyway, I was just asking to connect with him. So recently, when I see him, so if you're not familiar, Archangel Michael, I know so little about this, except that he does help rid places of energies and help remove them. And so he shows up with like a sword, or he has like a purple violet light that he uses sometimes. And when I see him, sometimes I see it a bit more like he's got some sort of lightsaber. And I've been getting that visual myself, asking him to show me how to, I don't want to say protect myself, but to rid myself of things anyway. So I have gotten visuals of me, and maybe they were coming from me, but of me with this sort of like violet colored lightsaber. Anyway, so that's just been in the last week or so. So just now I was asking him, Archangel Michael, if I could connect with him, and I'm saying, hey, am I as capable? It sounds weird to say it like this. Am I as capable as you are to get rid of these energies? But some version of that. Like, maybe I could just call on him when, I need like the big guns kind of thing. But am I capable? And he said yes. And so I asked him, I think I asked him to show me anyway. So I got this visual of me with this violet lightsaber because I was asking him, is this entity here? And I got a yes. And I was like, well, how can I get rid of him? Anyway, so he shows me. So imagine that I'm standing here with this violet colored lightsaber light coming out, and that I'm kind of chasing away this entity that we used to. I mean, it's not like I won't say his name, but I just don't want to give him like the validation right now. But anyway, and that I'm just chasing him as if he's got this tail I'm trying to chop off. I mean, it was really kind of humorous. Anyway, so I just wanted to share about that, and also just to, you know, report in, I guess, that I am still not feeling, I'm probably feeling 95% confident about my intuition, but I still feel, kind of affected by that whole experience that I had. And I'm also in a place with it where I'm feeling kind of grateful, because if I am going to be doing any kind of work with anybody with some schizophrenia, then I'll have some understanding of what they're dealing with. So, and hopefully we'll have a chance to talk about it tomorrow when I meet with Scott. And I haven't shared it anywhere, but just so Scott and I have had some email communication like along the way about the impact that the work I was doing was helping him, or doing the videos, sharing the videos with him, and then it would bring some different things to light. So part of what we talked about recording is some of his reactions to these different recordings that he's seen, and like where he's at now with everything. So I'll see how things unfold tomorrow. I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be the stuff we're supposed to focus on. But he has shared some positive change that's happened. And I didn't want to get much detail because I want to have a genuine exchange that we record together so we can share it with you. But I'm pretty excited about all of that stuff. So, anyway, and I actually just finished a really good book that is a bit old. I'm going to go show it to you. Okay. Echo Bodine. So she also has a podcast, which you may already be very familiar with, also on Bold Brave TV. And I love this book. I read it in two sittings, and I have a hard time staying seated and reading typically, but it was really enjoyable. And it's a lot of different stories about ghost hunting stuff that she's done. And then she gives some tips at the end, but some really cool things come up about it that can be kind of validating. Anyway, it was a really good read. So just wanted to give it a little plug. I just finished it about 10 minutes ago, and I really didn't want to put it down, so it was good. But all about the same kind of stuff. So anyway, but she really underscores at the end about like empowering ourselves to basically, don't take shit from somebody who's not wearing pants. If you remember my reference from the podcast from somebody in spirit, because they may seem big and bad or more powerful than us, but we have to remember we're the ones in the body. But also, this was very interesting. She gave a few examples of when, and she calls them ghosts because it's somebody who hasn't been willing to go to the light or cross over yet. Really, they've just left their bodies for however long, but that they haven't progressed past that. So they're all actually very stuck, which is why she's doing the ghost hunting. Sorry, Cuppy's doing something weird. Anyway, a lot of energy around here tonight. Um, oh, but the thing that she shared was that basically that she would see these ghosts come right up to somebody's face and kind of suck in their breath. And it is the ghost's way of sucking energy out of the person, which then drains the person, but gives the ghost energy. So, the idea of, damn it, I'm forgetting the word. Ah, lecherous. That's not the word, but anyway, something like that. The idea of these of a lecherous energy, like in the way that entity is. So anyway, and also that if you release the ghost, I mean, really, if she was talking about when people cross over, but I remember some friends who echoes sentiments about don't talk about them right away. And I didn't quite follow through on that, and I should have. Don't even mention their name for like 3 days because it might come across like an invitation. So I probably wasn't super strict about that at first, but I'm more strict about it now, which is, I guess, why I didn't want to say the name. I don't want it to be confused for an invitation, especially because Scott's coming over tomorrow. So I put in my planner to ground well. I was asking and setting an intention and asking for support now the night before. And I'm also planning on saging my house well tomorrow after everybody leaves and setting the intention for the outside spirits and energies because I know we have some nature spirits that live in our yard and all the energies that are in the house that we all want to build like a boundary. And then I did a whole visual. This is just what came to me to do. I don't really know what to do, but I asked. So I did what I felt I was guided to do. And then I got a visual of me doing this sort of like circular boundary in my mind's eye, starting like in the middle of my house and then circling around and then expanding way out, and that is the boundary that we're setting. So, trying to be smarter about this after learning the hard way. Anyway, I hope I didn't freak you out with what I shared about my experience. I was just in a group with a friend who I had shared like face to face with a lot of the stuff that had happened. And apparently it kind of freaked her out, which I totally get. I mean, it would do the same thing to me. The part that freaked her out, actually, she said, was that he could imitate my intuition. And I agree, that is freaky. At least that was my impression of what happened. I mean, I could be wrong too, but that's what it seemed like. So, yeah, I think it's true. I'm getting a yes. Anyway, that's it. Good night.